Community is strength in tragedy. I never thought being Nepali was being part of a community. My mind changed on April 25th, 2015. I stepped out into the musky atmosphere with dust-masked faces transfixing into my gaze. I forgot how being warmed and kissed by the rising Himalayan sun felt against my skin. Finally, I spotted them. Grandparents, cousins, aunts, and uncles who survived, but not everyone did. Placing colorful scarves on our necks and tika on our foreheads, our family welcomed us home like we'd never left, like nothing had changed. But it had. Everything had changed. I had just returned home a year after the horrific Nepali earthquake. When we reached Valku, my childhood village, my home was no longer there. All I could see was dirt, brick, rubble, and ash. My grandparents had salvaged what they could from concrete debris, trying to save photos, medals of honor, and other valuables, but most importantly, they had salvaged their lives. No one was going to help us, I thought to myself. No one really cared. It took 1 week to contact my family after the earthquake. 1 week of worry, panic, torture. Just thinking about their demise felt like fluid flooding my internal organs. 1 million bruised peaches in my heart. Someone grabbing my gut and squeezing the life out of me. My chest cavity running out of oxygen as tears drowned out my words and exhaustion slurred my speech. Hearing my grandmother's tear-down voice for the first time since the horror, the words trembling from her tongue telling me, Nani matichu, I'm okay. I felt an instant wave of relief, but I also felt guilty. Guilty I wasn't there for her, and I was determined to make it up. I spent the year planning, creating a way someone like me could make a change in post-earthquake Nepal. Nepal was bruised but not broken, and I knew that my motherland was going to recover, and I was determined to contribute what I could, and I wasn't alone. My Nepalese community in Boston, the Greater Boston Nepalese Society, raised funds. We planned walks, fundraisers, state and national gatherings to pray and save our homeland. All around the world, Nepalese people who were not and who were born in our motherland came together with all of our different tongues and histories bonded together by our rich Himalayan blood with the shared promise to restore our home. I went back to the foothills of the Himalayas, my birthplace, to rebuild my country from her ashes, but I, along with my community, didn't even come close to providing solutions to problems rural Nepal faced or the impoverished populations, and it won't only take our hands to restore her and create developmental change. Nor will it take a couple international headlines and donations for 15 minutes to remedy what Gorkha did to her. It will take patience, great leadership, and care to restore Nepal, to restore the colors of her flag and the pride of her mountains. My community and I are and were part of that restoration, and we will continue to be strong in the face of tragedy.